I am way overdue on an Ask Kate, so I thought I would do that today for you guys. I asked for questions on Instagram. I said just send them to me via direct message, and I scrolled through a bunch of those and just took screenshots of the questions that I thought I would answer here. So that's where I'm getting all of these from. Before I get into the questions, I do want to say I finally got my hands on this lipstick I was talking about, I think on the blog and on Instagram. It's the Sephora Lip Stories lipstick. Doesn't this packaging remind you of the Anthropologie lipsticks from a couple years ago? This shade is, where's the shade? It's a satin, like it's the cream finish, not the matte finish. The shade number is 3, and the name of it is Oui, O-U-I. So I'm wearing it right now. It's a really nice pink. I feel like this is gonna be good for springtime. Obviously it works in winter, but it also feels so good on the lips. It's $8. So go to Sephora, check this out. They have a bunch of different colors, a lot of fun, like bright, bold reds and oranges too, but I had to go with my daily color, which is like a rosy pink. Anyway, let's get into the Ask Kate. So the first question is, have you ever considered microblading? I have considered it. Microblading, if you don't know, is where little tiny strokes from a needle, I guess, or a blade with ink are drawn onto your eyebrow. It's sort of like a permanent eyebrow, but I don't think it's permanent. Don't quote me on any of this. I don't do this. I've never had it done. I'm just reiterating what I've gathered just from my research and seeing people have it done. So I do not think it will last as long as like a permanent tattoo would, but I think you can get like a year out of it or something. Do your research. But anyway, that's what microblading is essentially. It's a way to have your eyebrows kind of drawn on, filled in, shaped, the whole deal without you having to do it every day. And the question was, would I ever consider it? And I would. I usually don't do any permanent, long-lasting beauty stuff like that. Even lash extensions were way too of a commitment for me to consider, and they seemed kind of like a hassle. And the thing I've heard about microblading is there's a fair amount of upkeep. There's a healing process, so it's not just willy-nilly, I'm just gonna get my eyebrows microbladed and then go on about my day. So I would consider it, yes. If I'm totally honest, I'll probably never do it just out of fear. And I don't mind filling my eyebrows in. I have almost no eyebrows, so I have to fill them in on a daily basis, but I'm also not the kind of person that's like weird if my eyebrows are not on when I'm swimming in the pool. I'm in the pool, so all of my makeup would be off. So anyway, if that kind of answers your question, would I be interested? Yes. I could be probably talked into it, but I really kind of don't see it as something I would do just because it's permanent, and yeah, seems a little intense for my taste, but I know a lot of people that do it and really love it. The next question is, would you consider trying magnetic eyelashes? I've seen these around as well. They look really weird to me. I don't find them to look natural. I also am not a fake eyelash kind of girl. The most I do to my eyelashes is get lash lifts, which just curls them for about 6 to 8 weeks. And I'm in dire need of one, so don't look at my eyelashes right now as an example of a lash lift. I'm due very soon. So the magnetic eyelashes are just a top and bottom lash that you sandwich between your normal lashes, and there's a just magnetic strip that holds them together. So there's no glue. I think you just push them like this and they come off. They're really easy to use. So I would be inclined to try those if I was going to wear false eyelashes. It seems like it'd be pretty gentle on your eyes. My hesitation would be my lashes are so thin, I think you would really be able to see the lash strip, like the magnetic strip, and it wouldn't look very natural. At least when you're gluing the false lashes onto your eyelid, you can put it really close to the base of your lashes so it looks somewhat natural. So that would be my fear. I haven't tried them. I'd be open to trying them, but kind of that same microblading question, it wouldn't be something I'd start wearing on a daily basis. I'm just not into that kind of thing. Anyway, so yeah, but I haven't tried them yet. Next question is, how do you go about finding a good hair salon, and when you're in a new city? There are so many out there. Any tips? This is really hard, but Instagram has made this much easier. So whatever city you live in, search that city's hashtag, and then also include hashtag hairstylist, hashtag hair salon, hashtag hairstyle, like every different version of hairstylist, haircut, to try and see what salons in your area are active on Instagram, because likely they will be showing their work on there as well. So that is a great way to get a peek at essentially their portfolio for what they put on Instagram. So search on Instagram. That's how I have found people in the past. And other than that, I would go to Yelp reviews and just read as many reviews as possible. It is also very normal to set up just a consultation appointment at a new salon. Don't feel like you have to go in and you gotta get a haircut by somebody you've never met before. You can call and say, I'm new, can I set up a consult with fill in the blank? And then likely you can set up. It'll be brief, but at least you can get over that hump of like, nice to meet you, I'm putting my hair in your hands. Point with a little consult, and then set up another haircut if you feel comfortable. So try that. Next question asks, how do you keep dark lipsticks or glosses from getting onto your teeth? Sometimes it happens. I think what I do is I'll apply it looking at the mirror. If I'm wearing like an intense lipstick, I'll never just like put that on without looking at myself in the mirror while applying it. So I'll put it on in the mirror, and then if I need to, I can do the little trick where you stick your finger in your mouth like you're going to suck on your finger, and then pull it out, and that should get all of the lipstick that's on the inner part of your lip that could get on your teeth. As I'm talking about this, I'm realizing I didn't check my teeth. Okay, I think I'm good. Before filming this, and I just had put this lipstick on. So anyway, so you can do that trick, but the biggest thing is just applying the lipstick. If it's a long wear, like matte finish, it shouldn't go anywhere anyway. But if it's creamy color or lip gloss, just keep an eye on it, and when you're reapplying, just use a mirror. You just don't want to wing red or really strong lipsticks like that. Another question, how long does it take you to get ready? You always look so put together. I'm going to talk about that for a second. And then she goes on to share how long it takes her to get ready. I do not get ready every day. I get that question so much, and I feel like weekly I'm on Insta stories like, guys, I don't get ready every day. But if you don't watch my Insta stories, then you wouldn't know. But a lot of what you're seeing of me on Instagram or Facebook or the blog is a work day, and I am ready those days. Just like you would get ready for work, I would get ready for work, and my work happens to be around beauty, so I must get ready. So I am not ready every day though. How long does it take me to get ready? It's kind of hard. When I get ready at the gym, which involves shower, blow dry, makeup, hair, I think that would take me probably 45 to 50 minutes at the gym, just because I got all my bags and I got to get everything out, and I get ready at the gym 3 times a week. At home, it's a little bit faster. I'd say 40 to 45 minutes if I'm not distracted. But yeah, if it's a day that I need to be ready quickly, I'll kind of strategically plan out. If my hair's straight, for example, I'll sleep with it in a ponytail on top of my head, and then just put a curl in it the next day, or just refresh the straightening. That's been working for me lately. So yeah, I guess my average getting ready time is 45 minutes. I don't do it every day. I certainly have fast, like just mascara, concealer, the fresh lip treatments that I always talk about, and then just a casual outfit. So it's not like I'm doing full on 45 minutes every single day. So hope that answers your question. All right, what do you do with all your makeup? How do you organize it? Do you declutter like Emily Lay? Okay, and then this person had a second question as well. So I just did a post about my vanity, this new beautiful vanity that's sitting right in front of me that is glorious with so many drawers. So I will link to that below this video if I remember to do that, but you can just go to the blog and search vanity and you'll see that. I also, because of what I do, it involves a lot of products, a lot of PR samples sent my way. I have an entire closet up here in my office pretty much dedicated to hair tools, nail polish, beauty products, and then just other random things. So I don't keep it well organized. I don't process through it as much as I should. I am not someone you should look at how I manage my beauty stuff and be inspired. It's a disaster. Part of that is a constant influx of new products, which is fun, but there's always a laundry basket in my room of products that need to be sorted. I'm either gonna try it. If it's not the right color for me or whatever, I'll give it to my friends. If it's, you know, something like a product sent to me for really oily skin, which I don't have, and my friends aren't gonna use it, I'll put it in a box that goes to the women's shelter. So I'm kind of always sorting through it, but it sits on my bedroom floor for a while. So that's kind of how I try, but my daily makeup stays in a bag because I'm taking it to and from the gym, or it stays right in my vanity. Okay, your other question was, this is from the same person, what are you most nervous about with having your third child? This is kind of a different category change. Oh, and I didn't think about this question before I just read it here. What am I most nervous about? I think I'm most nervous about how my time is going to be spread out. Because, so my oldest boy is newly 4. My soon-to-be middle child is almost 3. And then this baby I'm expecting in May. So they'll be 4, 3, and then newborn. Obviously, this is my first time having 3 children, and so I don't really know what to expect with that. I imagine it's going to be a little overwhelming at the start, but I'm excited. We were very excited about this pregnancy. We wanted this, Justin and I. I guess, yeah, I'm nervous about how I'm going to give each child the right time. I think I'm going to be really tired getting up in the night, so I will need exceptional patience and rest when I can. But yeah, I think most nervous about splitting my time. Also leaving the house. Like, I'm gonna hopefully wear the baby, and then I got David who wants to walk most of the time. Luke who kind of wants to walk but can't be trusted as much as David can, and so I'm like, if we gotta go to the store, how do I wrangle you all to keep you safe and in my eyesight? So any tips for that, I'll take them. Someone asked, I want to know why you moved to Raleigh. My brother lives there now. We are considering relocating from the western Chicago suburbs, which is where I'm originally from. How was the transition? What did you love? What did you not love? So I actually get this question about Raleigh a lot. I've lived in Raleigh for, I think, 10 years. Is that right? Almost 9 years. I moved to the South in 2006. I transferred from a college in southern Michigan to East Carolina University, which was on the coast of North Carolina, closer to the coast of North Carolina. That's a whole nother story. You asked about Raleigh. So we got to Raleigh. I met my husband in Greenville, North Carolina. We got married and then moved to Raleigh 3 months after we were married because he started engineering school at NC State, which is the college right downtown Raleigh, the university. So that was what brought us here. Justin is from Southern Virginia, so he was more familiar with Raleigh than I was. And so that was, like I said, what brought us here, and we really like it. I think this will be, unless God has different plans for us, where we will be forever. We love it here. We have a great group of friends. I like the weather. I know I complain about it every summer, but it is so hot in the summer. But the glorious part of living here is that you don't have the brutal winter, which is what I was escaping from the north. So the people are nice. You have a lot of options. You can go to the mountains. You can go to the beach. I like living in Raleigh because there's a lot of places that are familiar to me. It's not like I'm in the middle of nowhere in the South. Like we're in a city, so we have restaurants and stores and all that stuff that is familiar to me still from growing up in the Midwest. So I really like it. I'm realizing there's so much to say about it. I don't know if I can just cover it all here. But the weather was the biggest pull for me to move south initially because I didn't know anyone in North Carolina when I moved there. I just had to get out of the winter. And so I chose North Carolina. Yeah, so we really, really like it. I think we'll stay here as long as we possibly can. Okay, another question. I know a couple weeks ago you asked for recommendations on creams for itchy skin due to pregnancy. Did you find something that works? What do you use for stretch mark prevention? I did find something. I ended up getting the Burt's Bees Mama Bee Belly Cream. It just comes in a little tub. I do wish it was in a pump, but it comes in a little tub, so I'm just putting it on my belly and kind of stretch mark areas. I can't yet say that it works because I'm still growing. And my stretch marks, based on past pregnancies, show up like in the last day. So I have scheduled C-sections, so I know what day the baby's coming, and it seems like my stretch marks arrive the day before the baby comes out. And I'm like, thanks, skin. You couldn't have waited one more day. So that's what I found, and it helps. Other than that, I just use different body lotion for my whole body, but I'm using that Mama B Belly Cream by Burt's Bees on my belly. Someone asked if I've tried Grand Lash. She had heard someone singing its praises and she was curious. I have, and I have to say I didn't see like profound results from it, but I do think I'm an unusual subject with eyelash serum stuff. It doesn't work the same for me like it does for other people. For example, Rodan & Field's Lash Boost, horrible for me, great for so many other people, like my mom, for example. But I had a terrible experience with it. I really liked Latisse and I saw great results from that, but my eyes were itchy, so I stopped using it. Right now I'm using New Lash, which comes from Nordstrom. I've had a good experience with that. I'm not seeing crazy results that are like Facebook feed worthy, you know, you've seen the picture. But it's good, I think it helps, and I've kind of given up on long lashes now. I'm like, can I just have them curled? That's why I get lash lifts. They're not gonna be long ever, so I'm just gonna curl them. Someone asked if I normally wear makeup primer. Generally I do. That is the product that I'm probably most likely to skip just because I forget to use it. But for the past couple months I've been using the Bare Minerals Original Primer and I like it. Okay, I'm at the end. So that was a big mix of a bunch of different questions. I hope you enjoyed watching this and got to know me a little bit better. If you have more questions, you can always submit those on Twitter using hashtag AskKate. Or you can send me a direct message when I put a call out for questions. Likely if you just send it at a different point in the month when I'm not collecting the questions, I might miss it. So if you have one, just like put it in a note in your phone, and then when I put a call out for questions, send it to me then, because then I'll for sure be checking those and gathering your questions there.